brother's wedding, for the Mameru, my mummy gave me this beautiful sari. It's a colour that I don't own. It's this gorgeous Ferozi blue with this beautiful antique work on it, and it's got this lovely gold border. So it's a simple sari with a contrasting blouse. I'm going to have the blouse made today, but I just wanted to show you how the sari can come. So if I open it out, you can see that this is the main body of the sari. And as I get to the edges, you can see that the blouse piece has a contrasting colour. Now you can tell that this is the blouse piece because it's sewn on to the inner part of the sari. So what I need to do is, before I can wear this sari, I need to put a fold on the end. Because it's made out of crepe, you can see already that it's starting to turn inwards. So just by having a fold put at the back of that, it's going to stop the sari from folding inwards, and it helps it keep its shape as it falls down, especially around the pleat area, and it will stop it from catching in my toenails, and it just finishes the sari nice. It will fall nicely and it won't warp up and fold up. So what I need to do now, you can see this is the blouse piece because of the border. So you've got a random piece of material just here, and then you've got another piece here. These are the sleeve parts. These are the parts that will make up the sleeve. Sometimes you get another piece for the back of the sari blouse, but in this case you don't. And in other places where the sari blouse is going to be cut at the back, you'll have a whole neck piece just randomly placed, so you can tell that that's the blouse piece. Also, this end is the end with the lighter work, and because this light work follows all the way through the sari, you know that this is the body, the main part of the sari that wraps around your body. And then the bit that actually goes over the shoulder or to the front, I would probably wear this over the shoulder, over my arm, because it's lightweight, easy to carry. The sari is more or less simple, with the blouse being contrast, with very little work on the bolu side, which is the bit that carries over. I would wear this over my shoulder. I could wear it much easier. It's got a little bit more embroidery. In fact, the sari's got embroidery most of the way. This sort of antique stone copper style embroidery, that's all the way throughout the sari. But something different is that the edge bit here is finished, so that's how you know which bit hangs over. A lot of people ask me, well, what's the bit that hangs over, which side do I start with? So the purpose of showing you this sari is to show you that, how to identify which part is the bit that you tuck into the waist and which part is the bit that goes over your shoulder. And it makes it doubly complicated when the sari blouse is attached like this, because you might think that that's the bit that goes over the shoulder, but actually this would be too short for that, and you know, then you'd have a lovely ornate piece on the other end that tucks in to your tummy. It just wouldn't work. And in fact, if you tried to do it the wrong way round, you know, you could do it, I guess, but you'll find that you're tucking in this ornate, I don't know what this border. So you'd end up tucking in this border and hiding it, and you know, whereas the right way there wouldn't be any of this border. I hope I'm explaining that clearly enough. So this border should actually stop at some point. It would if I went the right way. No, it doesn't. At the bottom you'll see it. So that's the bit that you tuck in to start off with at the floor end, and there's nothing on the bottom part there. And as you start coming upwards, you might find a border there. Here we go, the border starts here. And that should be the part that starts to become visible once you start doing the folds in your pleats. So what I'm going to do is cut this piece out and have this piece ready to be made into a sari. It's machine sewn in, so I could undo all of these stitches, but I really don't have the patience for it. I think I'm just going to do a nice neat cut across the middle, and obviously wherever I cut this part of the sari I have to hem in the edge. But I'm going to now take this off to the tailor to be made. I just want to finish off this video by showing you the blouse. I had it back. This is the main material that was part of the sari blouse. And you can see that it was like this coppery gold with stripes on it, and then on the edges it had this little brocade detail. It's very brocade-like material, very stiff. But then on the back, what I understood or thought that was going to happen was that on the back I was going to have a blue patch and on one side, and then a patch that was gold on the other. But when they got it, they decided that actually this would look better. So it's like a, to me, it looks like a little bikini in the backs against the blue. But they put this gorgeous brooch right there in the centre. And when that's worn backless, you know, with just that, then I think it's going to look stunning. It's really important to have these strips, or I don't know what you call these, strings, put in at the back of the blouse. You know, I keep telling all my brides to do it, and I had the case a couple of weekends ago with my last bridal, where she had the most gorgeous, gorgeous white and red sari on. It wasn't very heavy, the sari itself, but just the ornate work on the border was very, very heavy. And what happened is that I pinned the sari to the blouse, and the blouse didn't come up to here like it should do. It actually stopped around here. So when you pin the sari here, the weight of it with the stones and the work was pulling the blouse down, and in turn the sari was going further and further down the shoulders, and that really does spoil the look, because, you know, sari, it has to be placed just right, and if these strings that are here were put onto the back of the blouse, which hers weren't, they would have stayed together, it would have stayed up, and she wouldn't, you know, her felt like she's got like her handbag strap just popping down all the time. It was that kind of weight. It does spoil the show a little bit, so it's really important. I do feel that all my blouses should have these on them.